Hey friends, Wayne over here at the Ram Man Inc. So what are we staring at here? I'm going to tell you. We are staring at the U-joint and stub shaft and inner shaft of a 2018 Dodge 4500. This is a super nice buggy. It's used on a lot of hot shot deliveries. Good old boy Mark out of Alabama has come all the way out here to Fort Worth to change his buggy forever. So he kind of found out and wised up that he's been driving basically a full-time four-wheel drive. That's what you're driving if you don't have hubs. Now technically is engine power being directed to them? No. But if the tires are turning, that means the front drive shaft's turning. If the tires are turning, that means that that front stub shaft is turning. And so technically, if you've got your central axle disconnect over there on the passenger side, you know, that disengages the pumpkin if you've got an open differential. But if you've got a limited slip or a locker or torsion or whatever, you know, it's still locked up because the driver's side's turning. Are you with me with all that? And still, it doesn't matter what you disconnect in the middle of something. The middle does not disconnect the outer ends. The only way to disconnect something completely, by definition, is to disconnect the outer ends. That's the only way you can do it. And you know what? All y'all poor bastards driving around, I called y'all poor bastards because you just don't know or you just got suckered. See, here's the deal. All that vibration that you got, it's from the front end turning. All that vibration that you have, that you're experiencing, it's from the front end turning. Now you got to remember something. This is simple physics way back from about 8th grade. In order to have vibrations, you have to have movement. In order to have vibrations, something has to be moving. See, when you put hubs on your vehicle, you no longer have movement. You no longer have movement. By definition, if you have no movement, then you cannot have vibration. It's impossible. And y'all poor bastards, that's where most of the vibration comes from. It's a single U-joint. By definition, a U-joint type setup has lots of vibration. You already know that they don't spin at a constant velocity. They fluctuate towards the end depending on the degree of the shaft rotation. The only way that you can have a shaft with no vibration is you either have to run a cardan joint, which is a fancy name for two U-joints side by side, is a cardan. You got to run a cardan. You can balance a cardan joint. You cannot balance one of these or one of those. You can't do it. Anybody that tells you that they can, y'all that are spending $200 getting these drive shafts balanced, you're wasting your time, wasting your money, and you cannot, by definition, balance something that big with that many wobbly parts. You can't do it. And of course you'd know this if you just had common sense. They figured that out a long time ago on big trucks. That's why you see big long trucks, cab overs and box trucks and shit like that. They'll have 2 or 3 drive shafts. The reason they got 2 or 3 drive shafts is because you can't balance them big drive shafts. It's impossible. It's impossible. So, here we go. This gentleman has got this beautiful red pickup, one of the fanciest I've ever seen. It comes through here, did everything right. Yes, I'm going to show you in a minute. Here it is. Uh-huh. Yeah. You know you want it. Go ask your mama if she'll finance you one. Because you know you can't afford it, but you can think about it. So, like I said, he's got everything done to this buggy, but now he's going to disconnect that front end, and this is going to be a game changer. I told him he's going to know before he gets down the road. First thing you notice, when them shafts ain't turning, all of a sudden that steering loosens up even more. It's already soft, it already feels good, but it's going to soften up even more, if you can believe that. God bless you, God bless America, and the next video's coming.